Hello, I am Jody Wolf. You're watching EXPOZ. Today, December 19, 2010, it's 1:06 a.m. in Birmingham, Alabama. Topic, who launched the missile off California? And I believe this is part 4. And I'm going to stick to my guns, as my earlier statement was, that North Korea did it. And I think I can tell you why. I think I can prove to you why they did it, and I think I can explain to you why the United States are keeping a tight lip on it. You know, there's still people out there saying, oh, it's just a jet plane. The only way that it could have been a jet plane if it was an F-22, and they decided they wanted to run across the water for about 35 miles and kick it up and see if they could break a sound barrier going straight up, which they could. But it wasn't an F-22 because it does not leave that sort of exhaust. Now, again, North Korea did it because, let me tell you why. Don't you know that our space agency, NASA, keeps track of every nut and bolt and piece of foam, piece of anything floating in outer space that surrounds our planet? Thousands upon thousands of nuts and bolts, and they maintain an exact location on every one of these. They know where they are at all times. Don't you think they would have seen a missile come up through there? Where did the missile go? It came down. It wasn't a launch for a satellite. We know that. And I think our government knows where it went up. Of course, we all know that, but where it came down as well. And if it came down, you know that somebody's already got a hold of it. And another, to strengthen my believing that they did it, was North Korea, again, were ticked off because the United States and South Korea were holding their exercises in those waters, international waters, but not in North Korean waters, not even close. But after the U.S. ended their exercises, South Korea kind of went back home, but then North Korea kind of shot up one of their perhaps marine ports. We don't know. I mean, I don't know exactly which port it was, but now South Korea is a little bit ticked about that. In fact, a whole lot ticked about that. So they are moving a battery over there. And they said, well, you know what? They did it once, so let's see if they'll do it again. In other words, South Korea is not turning the other cheek. South Korea is pretty much daring them to do it again, because if they do, South Korea kick a butt. One of our ships could destroy North Korea in about 3 minutes. North Korea, this Kim guy's crazy. Oh, he's crazy. But anyway, the whole thing is, it's either in the interest of national security that our government is keeping this on the hush, or it's an embarrassment. You know, it's got to be one of the two. And if it was if it was a jet, the only way it would have been a jet would have been an F-22 cruising across the water a little bit and decide to turn it up and go straight up and break the sound barrier. That's, you know, they do this quite often, but then it left the wrong kind of contrail. So that rules out a plane. It was not a jet. It was not a jet, period. And so anyway, that's where, and some say it was a Chinese sub launch. Wasn't that? And it wasn't an American sub. I still believe it was an embarrassment for us that North Korea slipped over and did that. And we certainly don't want to tell the world, hey, North Korea's out here 35 miles off Catalina Island shooting missiles. You know, they intentionally launched it away from land. They could have easily launched it toward land. So anyway, there you have it. I stick to my guns. North Korea launched that missile. United States know where it came down. They may even have it. We don't know. But you know, they know who did it and where it came down. And it's not floating around in space either. So, but this may lead into something. My next topic is going to be, will America fail? Think about that. Will America fail? And when I say fail, I mean the fight that we've been in to preserve and save the Constitution. Will America fail? And the answer is yes. And I will tell you about that. Jody Wolf, EXPOZ.